How's it going, guys? I'm back. I've had a lovely little break and we're ready to kick off season 2. If you're new here, my name's Dan. Welcome to the Tring Shoe Repair and Key Shop channel. Today's video is all about these cool FOOTJOY golf shoes. Now they're quite cool because they've got these integrated golf studs. What we're doing is replacing the whole sole and replacing the studs with some new vibrant, colourful ones. So stick around till the end to see what we do with them, and also at the end, me and Ron are going to go for a round of golf, so make sure to catch that. Okay, so once again, welcome back, guys. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be back making videos. If you can't tell, it's hot in the shop today, but let's get to it. The first thing we need to do with this job is remove the golf studs. Okay, let's get to it. So we've just got to unscrew these golf studs. Right, easy peasy. Okay. So that's what we like. They've got a little bolt on the end, actually called T-nuts. Now, the grass here, get it out of the way. That doesn't come from the factory, that's an extra. Now, normally on a job like this, we would keep all these spare parts aside. We're keeping some stuff aside, but not the actual studs, because we're replacing them, as I said, with these. These ones are called the shark studs. They're just going to look really cool against the new black sole we're putting on. Okay, so with the heel off, there you can see our metal components, so we're just going to remove those, keep them to one side. Alright, and finally with the heel, just work at getting the heel block off. Now, unusually this heel block is plastic rather than stacked leather. The reason is these shoes are made for a golf course, and they're made to be, you know, mainly waterproof or water resistant. Obviously a plastic heel block is a lot better for the weather and the rain than the leather one. So all we're going to do is keep it aside so we can put it back on, so we can keep this shoe as waterproof as possible. Alright, so the next order of business is to remove the sole. So we're just going to put a bit of sole stripper on here to loosen up the glue. Alright, and then we're just going to apply a bit of heat as well. And that's just really going to loosen everything up, so it'll come off nice and easy. Freeze, sucker! Alright guys, so what I've just removed is, this is our base plate with our metal anchors inside. I'm just going to remove the fur off of that and then hold it aside for later. Right, and before anything else, just got to get this old cork out. And if you couldn't guess, the shorts are back. It's still hot, it's still summer. So we got to do what we got to do. Alright guys, rock and roll. So what I'm doing here is just removing the old threads, same as we would with any shoe repair. And the reason for that, I start picking these ones, is because when we come to stitch the new sole on, we don't want these old threads in the way. Oh wow guys, I almost forgot I have to introduce you to somebody. Now, you guys all know Ron. We've got a new member of the Tring Shoe Repair family. This is Reggie. I think Ron just had a baby. I don't know. I turned up for season 2 and Reggie was just here. He's either a baby or Ron's cousin. Either way, he's here for the show. Let's all have a big welcome for Reggie. All right guys, rock and roll. So here's where we're up to. The sole's stripped down. We've taken out the stitches, taken out the cork. The heel round here is also plastic. It just came off, so I've had to glue that back in place. And now it's time to get the new sole on. So as I said, we're using the Vibram California sheeting. Here it is. I love this stuff. It's really nice to work with. Yeah, that's lunch. It's really nice to work with, and it just looks awesome when it's done. So you'll see what it's like. The first thing we need to do is get the stencil pattern and punch holes into this rubber sheeting ready for the metal anchors to go through. All right, so what we're gonna have to do, if we take our base plate, the metal anchors actually don't have any holes in them through the base plate, so we can't just take a pen and make a nice pattern on this sole. So what I'm gonna do is do some tracing. So I've just got a piece of paper here. I'm just gonna line them up over the middle. Do you remember when you were kids and used to do brass rubbings of things? Well, I used to anyway. Go over it, carefully making sure we don't move the paper. And voila, one pattern. All right, so we've got our California sheet. I'm just going to put our stencil the correct way up on our sheet. Now what we're using is just this little punch, a rubber punch, 8mm, the same size as the holes that were on the original sole. Okay, so we're just going to go over, line it up as closely as we can, punch a hole through. Time for some corky, and we're getting a nice, fresh, new tin. There we go, so just get a nice big dollop of fresh cork and fill up our cavity. Now I'll just tell you the reason for cork, just in case you happen to be new to the channel. Cork is one of the main parts of a shoe that squashes down and gives your shoe that unique feel. It molds to the shape of your foot. So, especially when you get a nice fresh layer in after you've had them repaired, then you give it a day or two and they should feel really comfy. However, our new cork is going to serve a second function today, and it's going to be the foundation for our base plate to sit in. So the base plate goes in the sole now, rather than onto the new sole material, so it's dead centered, so that the studs are going to go exactly where we want them when we place the sole on. All right guys, you know what time it is. It's time to get our pot of glue and get sticky. So just going to let that dry for a while. Probably going to give it 2 coats. Stand guard, Reggie. Now, whilst it's drying, I've just got a small problem I need to address. So the problem is, one of my Edison bulbs has blown. I mean, this happened in season 1, but is history just repeating itself, or is season 2 cursed? Or is season 2 going to be a thunderous success? Let me know in the comments. So here's our new bulb. Don't know why I'm trying to open it with one hand, but oh, I can do it. This parcel here, this is for a customer. It's going all the way back to Australia. There we go. These are expensive, you know, man. I think £20 this one was. Ta-da! All right, that's enough messing around, so back to business. So to stick our sole on, what we need to do now is heat the glue up to activate it and then press it together. La 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 la. Okay, here we go, nice and hot. So we've got to locate our metal pegs and wiggle them through our holes. Okay. That one's a bit tight. Come on, my friend. Okay, we can roll the rest of the sole on. Got a new hammer. So we're here over at the Victor Outsource Stitcher to stitch the sole on, and can you recognise anything? It's the play button. I said it would be hanging up in the shop. So here's where we're up to. Some heel tacks in the heel ram, and it's all ready to be stitched. Now with the California, I don't groove it for the stitches because the rubber's really soft and the stitches are just going to pull underneath. Now, Ron and Reggie were planning a bank robbery and they told me this shoe was informing on them to the police. So, you know what they say? Snitches get stitches. Okay, so here's where we are, all stitched on. The anchor's just poking through there and the heel all nailed on. So as you can see, the Vibram California looks really cool, doesn't it? So now all that's left is to ink around the edges, but first we're going to sort the heels out. All right, so the heel's the same story as the sole. We've got the plastic heel block, which I've used to make a template for the heel using the Vibram California again. Now the T-nuts are loose rather than on a base plate, so we just need to line them up loosely, and this is easy because there's holes in the middle, so we can just take some spray paint to mark where we want them. Oh, evacuate, Ron and Reggie. You want to turn your gold. So remove them, although they are nice and gold now. Take our punch once again, get rid of the old rubber bits. Maybe I could sell these, what do you think? And then get cracking and make some more holes. Okay, so just quickly blasted off the spray paint so we can get our nuts through. Oh no, I've painted my desk. That's all right, I think I'm gonna strip all these back at some point anyway, so a nice new finish. So we can locate our T-nuts. There we are. So this is obviously subcutaneous, hidden underneath the heel, and once it's all glued together, it's going to stay exactly where it is. So time to get glue on. You know what time it is. Let's get sticky. Back at the old heat lamp, or the cheese toasty oven. I still got your face painted on my heart, scrawled across my mind, etched into my memories, baby. So the reason we use sandpaper at this stage is just get a real nice smooth finish before we put ink on. You know, haven't had any dad jokes today, have we, in this video? Who wants a dad joke? Why do people take 2 pairs of socks with them when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved. Okay, I'll stop. I'll spin you that way actually, then maybe you can see the tack action a bit better. Okay, so here's where we're up to, guys. So all finished, got some brass detailing there, and we've got our anchors ready for, you guessed it, my favourite bit of the video, getting our shark golf studs in. So easy peasy. These locate and screw in by hand, tighten him up, there we go. So let's get the rest in. Alright guys, rock and roll, there we are, job done. New Vibram California soles, new studs stitched on, and we even got the FOOTJOY brass plate back on. Now I just left the studs off of one shoe to show you. They're easily removable, so you can use these for daily wear as well as on the golf course. Speaking of which, that's it for the shop part. We're getting out of here now. Me and Ron are off for a spot of golf. Alright guys, so we're here at Top Golf in Watford. Me and Ron, we're going to have a round of crazy golf. Get ready to begin the adventure. All right, here we go, adventure golf. Let's see if I've got any skills. I just need to let you guys know I'm not just here on my own with my pink duck like a loser. I've got Moose, the cameraman, with me today. Haven't I, Moose? All right, buddy, come on then, you'll go. How well do you think you're gonna do? That is fighting talk. I want to see you put your money where your mouth is. Wow. I mean, I think we've got to give it to him, guys, haven't we? I'm not going to lie, that was damn impressive, Ron. So we're done with the adventure golf, doing a bit of the old normal top golf now. Max is doing considerably better than I am. Alright, we're done guys, home time. Moose is already in the car. Back in the shop, and that's a wrap. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, make sure to hit a like. It really helps me with the channel. And of course, if you happen to be new, make sure to subscribe. I'm doing new videos all the time. Make sure to hit the notifications bell so you know when I upload a new video. And I'll say just before we finish, if you're interested in a shoe repair, get in touch on the Tring Shoe Repair Facebook page and we can discuss the job that you want doing. If you enjoyed this video, I really think you'll enjoy this one where we repaired some military boots. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I am out of here. Guys, I've lost the base plate entirely. Where the hell is it? What the hell? Where is it? I was just doing it there. Give me the cup, give me. Also, at the end, me and Golf are gonna... Me and Golf